Hello, hello. Evening, everyone. And we're fully live. Oh, wait. One more time. Hello, hello. Just for my own recording, because while I export these streams straight over to YouTube, sometimes it's good to have the recording available. So yeah. Welcome. It's been a bit. Well, not really. I mean, I did have that Hades stream on, Saturday? So that was fun. And now we're up to Easter Monday. Hope you've all had a fantastic Easter. Yeah. I don't have a lot to say, frankly. I've had a nice one personally. It's been good. Had a quiet one this year with my family, so that's always nice. Anyway, today I finally have more energy than nothing. That sentence didn't make sense. I mean, I finally have energy again. That's what I meant to say. As the last few streams have shown, I've been tired, and in the case of one of them, I didn't even really have a voice the whole way through. Which both the magic learning stream and the Hades stream are going up today. I actually set them up a bit before this stream started, so they should be up not too long now. Yeah, that's really all. Today we're gonna continue Trails of Cold Steel. Hopefully get through this chapter. Really that's all I'm hoping for, is that we can get through this chapter and just continue on. Keep playing. Because it's fun, and I just don't want it to drag on too long. Just each section, but the game's had good pacing. It's just me going around looking for all the secrets. Sorry, I was thinking of my next sentence and I forgot it. Yeah, we're just gonna jump right in and, enjoy this RPG. All in all, I've had a lot of fun with it. Like, honestly. So, it'll be good. Sorry, that seems to be my go-to thought process, is to say it'll be good when I'm on stream. It will be fun, though. And I'm looking forward to seeing where this story goes, because it just seems to be mostly opening, but this series has 4 games in this section alone, not including the other the Legend of Heroes games. So we'll see. I know that in Japan a new one came out that sort of meant to hit my boom mic with my boom arm with my headset. That always good. But yeah, no, I know that there's been like an epilogue that ties up a lot of the world and stories that we've seen so far. Maybe it'll be released by the time we reach the end of the 4th game. If not, maybe we can go see those translated Crossbell arc ones. But yeah, we'll start it up now. But I didn't really recap myself, but I kind of remember we got through the first day of the field study. Reen and Laura had that talk about swordsmanship, but honestly, and it was going to look like it was going to be a point of contention, and then no, they dealt with it quite maturely. Reen admitted that while he said what he believed is true, he also recognized that it belittled her way of looking at the way of living by the sword. And yeah, then the game continued and we saved on the second day of this field study, as intended, because I didn't want to start the new day on a stream that was already 2 hours long. I didn't want to go for 4 hours. But if the rest of the field study, the second day, is as long as the first, It shouldn't take us too long to reach the end of chapter 1. If chapter 1 ends with at the end of the field study. If it doesn't, we might go a little longer, but I think we'll see this go chapter by chapter. Let me switch over the video game feed. And I'll just wait for this to sink in. There we go. Yeah, I noticed loading up today, because I haven't loaded the game up except for streams. They've added Laura to the cast lineup, which is always nice. This game has a lot of attention to detail, and I do appreciate attention to detail. It shows that even though this game was kind of limited by its engine because of what it had to release
It's
on.
my turn. Right.
Whoop.
Right. Go.
It the creators put a lot of love. Also, something was going on with the Grand Bazaar, I think. Wait, is this before the argument? So, I'm sorry, the Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. No, that happened in the afternoon. Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The two merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You bastard! You're not gonna get away with this. Oh no, not them. The manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Reen? Maybe we would try talking to him. Considering everything that happened yesterday, you might be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. Ugh. My nose won't stop dripping today, so some of my voices might be even off for me. How dare you destroy my stall, you damned coward! I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward, you That's Hydalrium snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Yeah, voice cracked. Sorry about that. You're gonna experience a lot of that tonight. Voice cracking and a lot, because yeah, nose has been going. I did a lot of cleaning. Nose has been going off. Calm down, Judson, please. Playing all innocent, trying to paint me as the bad guy here. You make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now? Bring it on! And then they pull out dual disc. Duel! Sorry, I'm feeling nostalgic today. Hold it. Alright, I just said I'd give Reen just my voice to make it easier on myself. Hold it. Fast 7? You kids again? Keep your nose out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Oof, yeah, they actually bothered to make it look pretty kinda smashed. Again, this game was made for, like, I think the Vita alongside the current gen console at the time. This is awful. However, harming one another isn't going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed and you will be worse off. But this anger isn't going to go away unless I do something. He took all my goods too. So I haven't even got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You are the one who stole my goods. And you gotta give them back to me right now and fix the damage you did to my stall. Or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. They're very honest about the fact that they want to beat each other up. You gotta give them that. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What should we do? Stop this at once. Military play. Oh, so I gotta a voice like sticking my head up my own ass. Stop this at. No, it wasn't feminine. Stop this at once. The Provisional Army. What? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But I believe you're the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see, the market manager explained to the Provisional Army officer what happened the previous night. I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls damaged, 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is clear as day. 2 merchants, in the midst of heated disagreement, committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair. Do you not think it premature to draw such a conclusion without any evidence? The provincial army doesn't have the time. Let me try that again. The provincial army doesn't have time to waste solving petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you'll be left alone. Continue and you come with us. The choice is yours. They're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened. They'd sweep the whole ordeal under the rug. Yeah, something about this seems wrong. Gah. Very good. Then I'm sure you can agree wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you think twice before causing such a ruckus again. Now, if you please excuse us, I'm a busy man, and I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'm gonna say this now, what a dick. I chose right to give him that snobbish, self-entitled voice. They just swept everything under. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop those 2 from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. I see now that the provincial army here conducts itself how the provincial army conducts itself. I'm sure you're both pretty angry about this, but the 2 of you need to keep focused. But right now, the 2 of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, Wait, no, his voice is older. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah. I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. We can't open the Grand Market until we've cleared those busted stalls. I'm afraid we're already running late, so I hate to ask, but do you all mind lending me a hand? Market Manager Otto, with the assistance of the merchants of the market, clear away the remains of the 2 stalls. And with the help of Vereen and the others on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day, albeit behind schedule. Thanks to you four, we were able to open the Grand Market for business today without incident. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. There's no need to do that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. A merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into a blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It seems the problem facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right. It's clearer now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issue involving the market. I can't see that changing unless we decide to accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Yeah. Still, you think they'd be a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's just no way two merchants are going to accept it. Those two merchants are going to accept this and move on. No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the market. Something definitely has to be done, and I'm not sure. I'm just not sure what. Sorry, I've wanted reading lines. It's a lot harder, and I'm trying to do them at a good pace. So sorry if I stumble a lot. Is something wrong, Reen? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Will you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting we attempt to find the perpetrators who destroyed the merchant stalls ourselves? That's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You're students. You have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on all of us. Well, that's true enough, I guess. But do you think we're up for something like this? I kinda have to wonder about that too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check in with Instructor Sarah first, and see what she thinks. But she left. She already told us. Put your heads together and think. I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. This seems exactly like the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me. Well said, Irene. Oh. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this fall under the scope of our field study after all. Yeah, you make a good case. I'm still not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I truly would appreciate anything you could do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful, and don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under the cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look at Van Dyke in the eye anymore. We'll be careful, we promise. I know I will, at least. I probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. A lot of cutscenes in this game, and I wish they were a bit more voice acted. So first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. I can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from the two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate that they've calmed themselves down by now. So perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain innocence or guilt in the matter too, as well. Ugh, sorry. sorry. I'm all over the shop today, aren't I? We need to keep a close eye on them, though. Close eye on the time, though. If we miss the last train towards Heimdall, we'll end up having no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too, and I like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 PM. Let's use every minute to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood? You bet! Right! What do you got to say, paper seller? I didn't manage to sell that much this morning, and why does trouble have to happen and get in the way of me making Mira? A busy market's the best thing for business. Really, this town is the epitome of the free market, if you will. Market, monster, and lost wallet. For my wallet on the floor of my stall. On the floor in front of my stall. Would someone be willing to find an owner? Okay. I'll just go into the inn for a second. Welcome. Oh, hello there. Sorry, things are a bit hectic there. Oh, Margaret's taking orders right now, so she's the one you need to talk to if you need anything. What do you sell? Food. Here's KO. I'll take a few of those. Food for the soul. Alright, so here you are. Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie? Well, that's correct. And that would make you the students from Falls, who the market manager said would be coming then. Yep, that's us. We came to see about the request you sent in. Can you explain the situation to us in full? Of course. I happened across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. Kept it with me in hopes they would come by and pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your help in delivering it back to its owner. Do you think you'd be able to do that for me? Yeah, easy. We'd be happy to help. Here's that wallet I found then. Lost wallet. We'll be sure to take good care of it. I assume you've already inspected the contents. I did indeed. I don't know why I'm giving these people southern accents, but I think it's because it's all sort of rural, and we don't really have none of the side characters really have. One second, I'm gonna adjust this. None of the side characters have been given real voices, so I'm just sort of spitballing. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything inside to help identify the odor. Well, what exactly was inside it anyway? Well, naturally there was Mira in it. I couldn't believe how much was in there though. The only thing was a train ticket to Heimdall that's scheduled for tonight. It sounds like the owner's a fairly well-off traveler then. There's not much we can do with that as our only lead though. I believe the train ticket's potentially our best lead. Yeah, but what should we do with it? Should we go ask the station? Yeah, considering it's for a train at least tonight, I imagine the owner's frantically searching for it. Which means they might already have been to the station to ask the station themselves to ask about it. Well then let's head over to the station. I'm sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you for this. Lost wallet started. Alright, let's go look for the owner of the lost wallet. After entering the station, they asked about whether or not there had been any inquiries in regards to lost property. Yes, there was an inquiry. The wallet seemed to match the description we received too. Can I ask when this inquiry was made? I believe it was this morning. A young lady came along in a panic, claiming that she was at a complete loss without her wallet and its contents. From what I could tell, she seems to have been traveling alone too. I get why she'd be in a panic then. Did you see anything else that could... Did she say anything else that could lead us to her? She mentioned something about returning to the inn to do a thorough check, if I recall. Right, the young woman who was in the room upstairs. It's the weathercock right down the street. You can't miss it. How convenient. We happen to be staying there ourselves. Alright, let's go ask Margot. Hey there, is something the matter? Do you have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask you. Reen explained the situation to Margot and asked if anyone had come along looking for the wallet. Oh, you're looking for Annabelle. Bad timing though, she just left. Well, that's unfortunate. But we have a name now. That makes life a lot easier. True, all that's left now is to actually meet with her. She mentioned she'd be searching the rest area in the Grand Market next, so you might want to head there. Make sure you return it to her, okay? We will. Let's go. Imagine if you just gave up halfway, and you just held onto the wallet for the rest of the game. It'd be a little cruel to her. Oh, the dude who runs it, or just stays here all the time. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to know if a young lady came here searching for a wallet, would you? She was indeed here a few moments ago, but she's gone now. Do you know where she went then? Unfortunately not. She did mention having no choice but to rely on IDOS now. Does that help you out at all? I think there's only one place it could be. Shall we make our way to the church? Seems like that's our best bet for now. I kind of like this though. There hasn't been any angle on the church, it's just the church. Oh, did the girl ever get her stuff back? Mom got real mad at me, so yeah, sorry about yesterday. Just promise me you won't pull any stuff like that any more stuff like that again. I'll forgive you if you do that. Yeah, I'll promise. Here, take this too. It's real special to me, so you know I'm serious. I've been through too much thanks to Jake and his pranks. These country kids are such bullies. Damn it. I bet it was her who told my mom. So you can play that game.
I can do this.
I was told that Jake and Susie aren't a good match for each other. But that's silly. Getting along with each other is so much better. I think they'll become friends one day. That's why I told Mummy about what Jake did to her yesterday.
My turn! My turn!
There you are, Annabelle. Oh, Adios. Please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply can't believe this. How am I meant to live on, having lost my mirror in a place like this? Looks like we found her. The tragic heroine act made it kind of obvious. Unfortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Excuse me? Her model is very cute. Despite the more lower end of graphics, they've done a very good job of making everyone just cute. And all the important characters look memorable. Well, you can turn right around if you have any plan to rob me. I no longer have any... Please calm down, we just want to ask you something. Are we correct in assuming that you are Annabelle? I am? Thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize this wallet, would you? They showed Annabelle the wallet. That's my wallet. Where did you find it? Well, you see... They returned the lost wallet to Annabelle and explained the situation to her. Thank you so much. I'm surprised to hear a merchant from the Grand Market kept it safe for me. However, kindness remains in people's hearts after all, it seems. It would seem. Yeah, looks that way, yeah. Regardless, I'm grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount you would like in return? You can have half of what's currently in here if you like. No, I don't think we're gonna accept that. Your thanks alone are enough. I see. Well, how about this then? I purchased this I purchased it as a souvenir in the Grand Market before the Great Wallet search began. Picard plush. I see no reason why you can't accept that. In fact, I insist. I hope you'll find it useful. Thank you. We gratefully accept them. You're very welcome. Thank you for finding my wallet. Good for her. So you managed to find the owner after all, then? Thank goodness. I can't really thank you enough. I'm glad we could be of help. Please excuse us then. Lost wallet complete. I'm gonna talk to her now. Yeah. Thank you for finding the owner. So we'll do the next mission quest. West Celtic Highway Monster. So if that's north, we want to go past the Provincial Army. Okay, I gotta do quest. Hey, drunkie. My drink's all gone. Somebody, anybody, give me some mirror. Yeah. This poor drunk needs some mirror. Yeah. Sorry. I burped on just by accident. Alright, no but. But to think, I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Celtic Grand Market. What did I do to deserve this? Excuse me? You! I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my previous inappropriate behavior. I hope you forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. Ugh. Look at me go. He seems really down. It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do business. So what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually, Reen explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth of what happened the previous night. You're investigating? That's right, and we really appreciate if you can answer a few questions for me. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Can you blame me? You're students at a military academy. You're not exactly detectives. That's true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. Maybe even able to recover your goods. Maybe able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? No, I'm not sure what to say though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my store was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Though I guess I shouldn't have left my stall unattended though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So by morning, your stand had already been destroyed and your goods stolen. Come to think about it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me actually. Is that an accessory? Is that brand popular in the capital? It's been a real hit been a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to bring the fad here by selling them to the market. But it's the only one this one's the only one I have left now. I dread to think how much money I lost in one single night. That damned coward, sabotaging my business. It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. Who's so against the idea of taking turns sharing the spot with me that he decided to destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm gonna get him to give me back my goods. I'm gonna get him. Okay. Keg! Hey Keg! Welcome to another stream! I just noticed you. Thank you for the lurk. You can listen to me try to keep my voice going for back and forth like a table read. I'm gonna get him to give back my goods. I keep screwing up the sentence. I'm gonna get him to give me my goods back, no matter what it takes. Please try to stay calm. Do you know if this will cause any more trouble? The provincial army really will arrest you, right? Yeah, I know. But it's only a matter of it's a matter of justice. Justice! I can't act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong, on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you, we'll do everything we can. I swear to you, we'll do everything we can. That I can promise. I think that's everything this merchant knows. Let's try questioning the other one. What in the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but can we have a moment of your time? Oh, you're those kids from the military academy, right? What do you want from me? I got nothing to sell to you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. On top of that, the provincial army and that other damn merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him. We need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, Rian explains the situation. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So you would consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up. As I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I got nothing left to lose. Also, Keg, thank you. I just remembered. Thank you for the lurk. You're playing Bloodborne right now, which is a personal favorite. If I had a capture card, I'd play it for stream myself. If you're still going when we're done, I'll raid your way then. Not exactly a vote of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate. I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. So about last night, at the time of the incident actually happened. I don't know, some of these non-voice sections they're just written a little bit awkwardly. Like the writing's solid in terms of what it means, but it's like, you don't actually expect people to talk like that. Last night, I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with that merchant yesterday, and I didn't come back till this morning. Instead at a friend's place, another merchant got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I wandered over here with a god-awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. The whole store, shambles. And if that weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was gonna sell, just gone, without a trace. So the goods the goods that were stolen were all processed foods? That's right. Nuts, cheese, bacon. Oh, I could go for some bacon right now. All foods with long shelf life and made with local ingredients. No, I guess that makes sense. Again, this is weirdly like a lot of their technology is industrial. So yeah, I can see that. Nuts, long life. Cheese is generally a long life in a lot of ways, depending on the kind and how it's made. Bacon, if you added salt, I think salt, which is how prospectors used to in the gold rush. Reminder, I am Australian, so the gold rush is something I like to make references to when it comes to meat. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. Like I hadn't been drinking at all. And that's when I went over to that full stall, went over to that full stall and make him pay for it. So you're telling me that you just sobered up from a hangover after getting pissed drunk, and you were just... No wonder they were just meaninglessly pissed at each other. Why'd you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed up my stall so he could have that spot all to himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, why is his stall destroyed too? He must have done that to himself. Probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would believe he could be responsible. I don't know. Seems pretty unlikely. Seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. Well, I understand your frustration. Baseless accusations do no one any favors, and only cloud the true issue. Ugh. But it's also frustrating. I've lost so much money for this. I might have to shut up shop for good. That is bad. Maybe if you could get my goods back, I could stay. Maybe I could. If you could at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat. What are the odds of that? Now the other merchants saw anybody do anything. The provincial army sure ain't gonna help. I'm finished. Pure and simple. All that hard work I've put into getting this far, and this is how my dream ends for me? Well, I'll be honest. I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you. But we'll do everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. So cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that. But again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck, though. That's all the two victims of this crime had to say, it seems. So what does everyone think? I can't be sure, but I don't think either one of them is responsible. Both merchants seem to have adequate motivation to destroy the other stall, but the chance of both of them committing the same crime on the same night, without crossing paths, is virtually nil. It's not impossible they were just out to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened. So we're gonna have to look elsewhere for viable suspects. Where though? Who could possibly have been? The provincial army? They have enough force to cause this to go underground, and it seems like outside the tax thing, they were very happy for everything to just be swept away. It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? If the market itself is unlikely to produce any further clues, we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there is one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group involved in the whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we're going to work out the reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding out our culprit. It's going to be and I know this purely based off something that was said and it's weird how I remember this because we haven't streamed this game in like over a week now. The market manager said the provincial army doesn't even bother to come over to check the market. Yet for some reason they decided on this particular morning to come over and then also force both merchants to just shut up and accept the situation. I get the feeling that they may have just taken the materials to essentially tax everyone because they're not getting those raised taxes. Whom do you mean? I'm talking about the market manager and his wife, the merchants in the market, the provincial army. Yeah, the army. The merchants might... You know what? I'm going to run through this. The market manager and his wife. The market manager has enough business. I mean, he goes into the capital. He's fine. Plus, two merchants are losing out, and these raised taxes, doesn't make sense. Merchants at the market. The merchants are all in the same boat. Why would they want to cause something that could cause even more merchants to pull out? It just doesn't make sense. You know, it just harms their bottom line too, because merchants pull out, customers lose confidence in the market, and you start a downfall in the economy. The Provincial Army had no reason to button their nose in, and frankly, don't have any stake in the game unless they're the culpable party, or alternatively, they're covering for smugglers. Think about it. That one's a bit of a stretch, the smuggling aspect, but I wouldn't be surprised if they went, oh yeah, we smuggle this to this place, if we catch it. Alternatively, this could end up being a dead end or a red herring, but we'll see. The Provincial Army. They haven't done a thing to try to solve the crime, despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? The market manager said they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue. Which means the Provincial Army should refuse to intervene with the quarrels within the market too. This is what I'm saying! If that's the case, why did they intervene this morning? Yes, see, they're covering up their tail. I'm so on the ball with this. I like crime drama, so I like nitpicking this kind of bullshit, you know? Now that you mention it, it really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is, they brought the dispute to an end instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to say anything. The next they're taking a stand. That's definitely suspicious. I know that this first chapter's a bit hand-holding in it, but it's just all these obvious little facts when you watch for over the period of time. And because my memory is like a steel trap for video games. My point exactly. There's something definitely unusual about the way they were conducting themselves. And since we have no other leads, what do you say we go to the Army's guardhouse and take a look around? We might learn something from them that could aid us in an investigation. That may be worth an attempt. The guardhouse isn't too far from here either. Let's head over here and see what we can find out. AP increased by 1! Whoop whoop! I'm slowly figuring this out as I can go.
Here we go!
Aren't you those students from that military academy, was it? What are you doing here? I'm terribly sorry to trouble you, but there was something we hoped you would help us with. Could we ask a few questions about the incident that occurred in the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We're visiting this town on a field study as students of Ford's Military Academy, and we would appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourself handle difficult everyday scenarios. It seems the perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study. Too bad Vel isn't here. She could put in her 2 cents about case study. Though Vel, if you see this in the archive, much love, and I hope your legal law school studies are going well. If you permit it. Alright, stay here. I'll see what I can do. It seems like we might be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Laura. In times like this, we must make good use of our position. No one can fault a student for wanting to learn after all. But now, here comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Well, let's wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it. And more importantly, what they don't say. Right. Reen could be a detective. With how he handles this. I hope you appreciate taking this time out of our busy schedules for this. So what do you want? Make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. He's not even trying to keep up appearances. Unbelievable. I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. We'd be correct in assuming that the Provisional Army will be conducting no further investigation. Is that all you've come here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining the peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? Laura, I'm not sure. You got a big mouth for someone your age. And it seems you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work. What do you mean? Let me ask you, what should be our number one priority? What should be the number one priority of the provincial army in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you what it is. It is to enforce the will of their region's ruling lord, Duke Alabrea. It is, as members of the provincial army, it is the will of nobility is absolute. We are just following our orders, protecting what we have a duty to protect. I assume the local petition against this. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase. You're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the grand market isn't something you have a duty to protect. Interpret your words however you want. We're soldiers. We follow our orders. That's how the military works. We don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. This is nuts. Does he even have a tiny shred of shame? I was hoping we could get something out of him. Doesn't seem too likely anymore. So is that it then? I hope this has been enlightening. No, excuse me, I have a job to do. Give me a second, I'm just gonna have a swig of water. Wait. Would you mind answering one more question? Oh, Elliot's speaking up. That's rare. Elliot? It's fine. Ask it. Well, do you have any idea what happened to the goods Marco was handling? You know, the accessory merchant, all he had left was just that one sample. What are you talking about? The merchant for the capital, Hines, was the one selling accessories. What? What did you just say? What are you looking at me for like that? How do you know that? I was under the impression you hadn't investigated the matter at all. How peculiar. It seems we discovered what each of the merchants was intending to sell a short while ago ourselves. Sir, we have our own way of finding these things out. You do well not to underestimate this. Called it! They're doing something. They've stolen the shipment and they're doing something. They're either stockpiling it for themselves, or they're selling it. They're transporting it off a back channel, or they're smuggling it, or working with smugglers. Now you have wasted enough time with your questions. We're leaving. Alternatively, their budget might have been cut, since it seems very much a governmental thing. Do you think? The fact that they know what each merchant was selling means they did investigate the matter after all. But the burglary happened last night and only discovered first thing this morning. Realistically, there wasn't any opportunity for them to do any digging, not without running into us. Agreed. I suspect they knew what each merchant was planning to sell well in advance of yesterday's incident. Though it would be easy information for them to learn, since Duke Alabrea has issued permits for both stalls. True, the army would have no trouble gaining access to transaction records for something like that, but then why would they bother? Maybe they needed to know so they could prepare. Prepare for what? I get the impression that the incident in the market had been carefully planned for a while now. I don't think the two merchants being given the permit for the same spot could be coincidence. Oh, so it might not be smuggling. The Duke might be actually trying to make this manufacture an incident. It's probably done so they could start fighting, so they could get robbed while the tension was between them. Yes, and thus they could legitimately just say the merchants did it to each other, and the merchants can't say anything because they both hold enough guilt, or reasonable doubt. Basically, they created a situation in which that couldn't be brought under the control without the army's help. So the two merchants were being used all along. Seems to fit perfectly what happened this war. Meanwhile, the provincial army has shown no interest in actively working towards a solution, unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his petition. So they waited for things to get out of hand, then showed up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually, the merchants would get worn down and feel like they have no choice but withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be an even shadier situation than I thought. Yeah, but thanks to Elliot, I do believe we finally uncovered the truth of the matter. That was indeed quick thinking that you displayed, Elliot. You'd make a fine military strategist. I got lucky, that's all. So what we know is that the provincial army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of the crime, and the only way to solve it, once and for all, though, seems to be, to find them and catch them. But if this was carried out by members of the provincial army, that's not going to be an easy task. No, I don't think anyone from the army was directly involved. The soldiers here are far too proud to dirty their hands for such escapades. I might be right then. Smugglers. They might just be letting smugglers get away with shit. I tend to agree, really. Whoever these culprits are, I doubt they're here in Seldik. But there aren't many viable places to hide huge volumes of goods without being... The park. Just a reminder for last stream, in the last stream we walked all the way to the end of the road and there was a park. And the guys who guarded, because it was like a nature preserve, and the guys who were guarding it were real shady guys who told us to basically get lost. Yeah, good point. Maybe they escaped by train? No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise would raise suspicion for sure. It's been less than a day since the burglary happened, so they can't have gotten far. Maybe we should ask around the main road to see if anyone saw anything out of the ordinary. Someone suspicious may have been spotted leaving or even entering town. Sounds like a wise course of action. Come, let's resume the search. Mustn't let this cowardly thief run free. I wouldn't dream of it. The NPC is not... Oh, the little girl. Did she see something? The little peacemaker. Lulu, are you okay? Look what the nasty man did to her. Something wrong? There's something the matter. I was chasing after Lulu near the west exit of town. And there was this weird man asleep on the side of the road. Oh, I skipped that, and there is no lock. 1 second. A weird man? The drunkard we saw earlier, perhaps? Probably. Nasty smell coming off him nearly made Lulu faint. That's terrible. It really was. I didn't know I don't know who he is, but I'll make sure to keep an eye on Lulu to make sure she keeps her distance from him. Oh, the drunkard! I like to take a moment here to just appreciate the effort this game has, because the drunkard had been here since the beginning of day 1. You could talk to him, and we even talked to him earlier on. And I bet if we go there now, he's gone. So he's not from this town then. I'm not sure. I only started seeing him a few days ago. I'd never seen him before. I'd never seen him before that. Really now, that sounds like a lead if I've ever heard one. He was drinking in the middle of the day, And I mean, if he's drinking in the middle of the day, and he isn't Instructor Sarah, then we know that no, he's not a merchant, at the very least. I don't think you need to bring up the instructor, but consistency. Yeah, I think we should go talk to him. Let's have a look near the west exit and see if we can track him down. Zooming! Hashtag thriving. There you are, you drunk. Drink! Bring me a drink! Peter! This guy reeks! How much has he put down? It's only midday and he's completely blitzed. I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he'd have trouble pulling off a robbery. Sir, you alright? I can help you back home if you like. Shut up, leave me alone. I'm just a good for nothing who's lost his job. They took my job! Looking after that nature park was my whole life. Nature park? I wonder if he's talking about the Lunari Nature Park we saw yesterday. Oh, you kids know it? One second, I'm just gonna have a water. My throat's getting a little sore doing these accents. Weirdly enough, the Southerner accent in all its levels, from sort of posh to sort of hick, I can do without any hassle. But this weird drunken amalgamation is getting me. You see, I used to be the park ranger for that old place. And then you lost your job? Yeah, out of nowhere too. I gave him a life to that job, I did. And then he just came and took it from me. A damned official just out of nowhere and told me I was sacked. You can't take a man's livelihood off him like that. It's not fair. That job was my life. But life. It really is a they took my job moment. Yes, we can see that. Something about this doesn't sound right. I agree. It's hardly fair for a man to take a man's job away from him without good reason. Right? I'm glad someone understands how I feel. There's no way a bunch of kids like that are gonna do a better job than me. Kids? I was drinking there last night, see? And a bunch of kids in ranger uniforms went walking out of that town through the west exit. Weird thing was, they were carrying a bunch of wooden boxes too. Middle of the night. Kids these days, I tell ya. You don't think they could have been? Nature Park. I wouldn't have considered it. I called it! And now I have the proof for my hunch. But given its size, it no doubt would be the perfect hiding spot. Yeah, they have no problem stashing the merchandise there undetected. Those men standing at the entrance yesterday were probably there as lookouts. And if the provincial army is the one to tell him he was fired, that's practically a smoking gun. Huh? I said something useful or something. I know what I said, but if it helped you out, why not buy him a drink? I suggest you start trying to sober yourself up instead. There's a good chance you might be able to recover the park and your job. What? We know our next stop. Let's head there when we're fully prepared. As soon as we're fully prepared, let's head out for the Lunari Nature Park. Right. God, that accent actually makes me lightheaded. I'm gonna stop by the weapon shop. See if I got any resources to upgrade my stuff. Now I need new materials. Let's see what we can do. I don't know. like one of yours. There we go. Use up some of our resources. Let's put in some new stuff. Soul Blur emits a space-time. Adds faint 30% to my attack. Firebolt is. What does yours give? Golden Spear of Felidus. Ooh, detection. That actually could come in useful. Aqua Bleed. Get some more magic on her. Line 2. Mute. Sorry, one second. I've gone in a little text. So I mentioned this last stream. I'm taking care of my. Oh, there's an auto equipped. I'm taking care of a family pet for a bit, and I just got a text message because my mother, whose dog I'm taking care of, just want to make sure I remember to feed her. She's fed, by the way, because you know you always take good care of your animals. If you take good care of your animals, they'll love you forever. But she's missing home, but she's also loving being here. And you're equipped with Brave. Begins a Strength Raised Firebolt. Well, hit with the attack 1. Give her a bit more power behind her abilities. That's all we can do. Love these little DLC ones. I forgot to add Laura's and Alyssa's. Okay, yeah. Do I have any of the masses? I have plenty of the masses. There we go. Breath. So I'll get breath. But even if I don't equip it now, it'll be useful for someone else. Soul Blur. I'll actually give it to Elliot. That way you can get more healer abilities. Because, yeah, he's gonna need healing. And the game hasn't hit us with a lot of status effects, but the fact that they have it sold in the shop at all tells me that we might be facing into an area of boss with status effects. Okay, so we'll go west, because the story is sending us that way, and we've got that side mission. I do like turbo mode, though. So I think that's, yeah, quest monster.
We should take a right here to reach the nature park.
Let's go.
Yeah, but we're not heading there straight away. Yes!
Now's our chance. We can do this.
My turn.
Autumn Leaf Cutter.
There.
I can do this.
Heat Wave.
Huh?
Woo! That's some fried chicken.
My turn.
Please don't at me. That was an accent that came out on the
Right. Huh?
My turn. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
There we go.
Be careful, this one looks strong.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, let's do this.
Motivation,
Okay.
people.
Let's Let's go!
Analysis. Blue Lullaby.
Right!
Of course.
Nice, we canceled it out. Armor breaker.
Shatter!
Oh,
Off guard.
nice.
Yeah!
Ha!
This music be bumping now. Zoardo. Isn't that the Zoard? Zoardo though. A ferocious bird of prey pulls prey upwards with a whirlwind and catches it with its sharp talons. Look at that now. Status efficiency 100% except for vanish, which is 50. Knows breath, though it's also its least efficient element.
Go!
Soul
Arcus,
Blast.
activate.
It's my turn.
Flame
Turn to
Burn.
flames. Burn! Now!
I'll take you up.
Huh. My turn.
Status effect attempt is not doing great. Autumn Leaf
There.
Cutter. This pushes it back.
My turn.
Woo, it's paralyzed.
Arcus,
Person of
activate.
War is HP before she falls.
You have my thanks. My turn.
Another
Shatter.
armor break. Oof.
Go! There!
It's my turn.
The slow descent into
Turn to
madness
flames.
for it.
Burn! Go!
I'll take you up. Right. Keep it up, everyone.
Here we go!
Autumn
There.
Leaf Cutter again.
Right.
The
Shatter.
armor breaker. Keep that defense down.
Off guard.
Go!
It's my turn. Let's go!
Heat wave. Blue Lullaby. Come on. Back to bed.
Ha!
Oh, that actually was a treat.
Go! There!
And death.
Of course.
Armor breaker.
Evil will fall before my blade.
Mercury is such a great voice actress.
I did it!
I've only just begun.
Quest was defeated. I believe. I just have to go tell Otto now. Nice. Nice. We are doing great today. Yep, just go into his house. He's in his house. Where do you find a man? In his house. Aww. He's not gonna do anything until the last moment if he can help it. And that's... He's a stand-up man. Oh, I see... Oh, I see you've taken care of that monster. I really can't thank you enough. I'll have to let those who use the highway regularly know right away. Of course, first comes a reward for a job well done. Here, take this. You material! I feel bad receiving this much. There's no need to. You definitely earned it. Apologies for leaving all the work to you, and good luck with your investigation too. Nice. Yeah, so we'll actually be able to upgrade all our weapons, which will make us just that bit more formidable. What do you sell? Armor. A few things here, but mostly want to upgrade all the weapons. There we go. Oh wait, they're already equipped with the better one. You know what? Up to now the casual wear's actually been really good, but we're actually gonna take it off. Because we're gonna get serious here.
My turn.
Here we go!
I like to imagine that they would wear their uniforms with something this serious going on, be proper ready for combat.
Now's our chance!
Go! There!
So
I
I'm
can
just
do
gonna
this.
hold the skip.
Go!
I'll back you up. Right. Of course.
Right!
Go!
Right. We should
There
keep
we
going.
go.
Great!
Alright, let's keep traveling up. I wonder what the farm is up here, I have to say. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? I could have missed another one of these books. At some point, and probably closer to an end of the game, I have to read these things. Hopefully I will have collected plenty of them. If not all. Lunari Nature Park.
Doesn't seem like anybody's here. I wonder what happened to those bossy guys who were here before. If they really are the culprits, maybe they've run away already?
This woodland is too dense to reliably intuit whether anyone awaits within.
Yeah.
What's this?
It's...
A bracelet?
How did a bracelet come to be in a place such as this?
It's the, merchants, obviously.
Just as I thought. This bracelet has the same design on it as the ones that the merchant from the capital was planning on selling.
Really?
You're sure?
Positive. There's not a doubt in my mind that it was designed by the same person. Care to give a second opinion on that, Laura?
I'm hardly qualified to weigh in on recent trends, but there do seem to be a number of similarities between this bracelet and the merchant's goods.
So the fact that it's here means...
Yeah.
It's from his shipment.
It's extremely likely the culprits we're looking for are inside this park.
Sure seems that way to me.
It only opens from the inside. I suppose that leaves us little choice.
Are you going to destroy it?
Will you be able to?
The lock seems quite solid, but my sword should be strong enough to.
Wait,
Ooh, what do you got up your sleeve, Reen?
I'll do it. I can get it done more quietly.
Oh?
Really?
Well, what are you going to do?
I like the fact that she just quietly accepts that.
The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School's 4th form. Autumn Leaf Cutter.
The single draw.
Hmm?
Let me guess, it's cut through.
Huh?
Like, right down.
Seriously?
Whoa.
Wow! You cut it right in two!
I did, thankfully.
Someone was watching a samurai film when they designed that scene.
Spectacular. It's an honor bearing witness to one of the skills of the 8 Leaves School.
Thanks, but I'm still more or less a beginner. Anyway, we don't have much time left. Let's head inside and see if we can find them.
Right. We need to find them before the sun starts to set.
Looks like we can still make it after all.
Excellent. Come then, we must make haste.
Here we go. It's a park.
There's tons of little stone monuments in here.
Yeah. What do you think they're supposed to be?
I imagine they were made by the animists in this province.
We'll get some rest. We have HP again. And we'll save just to be safe.
Well, shall we begin? I can do this.
Flamberg.
Here we go! Go!
An opening!
My turn!
My turn!
Earth Cleaver.
Go!
It's my turn.
He's trying to
Right.
slay some shrooms.
Here we go!
My turn! You still have a...
All right!
It's weird to have a whole map in a new area, but it's also kind of handy.
Bring it on! My turn!
What a leaf cutter.
Go!
An opening!
Right!
Blue Lullaby.
I can do this.
Flamberg. Ooh. Nice, we can open some more slots in our, whatchamacallit, augments. Damn it.
My turn! Hit!
Right!
Of course!
Here we go!
It's my turn.
Right!
My turn!
Of course! You still have a lot of training to do.
Oh, the links are severed. Freaking severed was odd. I'll set them up in a bit. Oh, they get severed from an
It's a
ambush.
treasure chest.
I'm not fighting more of the mushrooms.
That looks like a... This looks tough. Careful!
Go!
Oops.
All right!
Innovate.
I can do this.
Ah, she can scan inherently on her turn. They drop you medals though. Heat wave.
Let's go.
My turn! Analyzing enemy attack patterns.
Detector.
Of course!
Here we go!
Okay, this.
Another chance!
An opening!
I can do this.
What's it out?
You have my... Of course!
Earth Cleaver.
Won't give up!
It's my turn.
My turn! Oh, we did it!
Only red beast flush. See you a lot.
Oh, there's a stream here. This seems like a nice spot. Well, shall we begin?
Here we go!
It's my turn. Turn to flame.
Right.
Earth cleaver.
Right.
My turn! Now's our chance!
Keep it up.
Right.
And I thought I would see a sleeping mushroom.
Of course.
Go! That's that.
I'm tired, eh? But a good kind of tired, where I'm just sleepy, not the bad kind where I'm wanting the
Is that a
world to
treasure chest?
blow up. Yes, right.
Bring it on!
Right!
My turn! Now's our chance!
Right.
My turn. Off guard.
Too slow! Go! We'll cut our own.
I
Easy
can't
done.
sense anyone in this room.
A treasure chest.
That looks like a strong one. Be careful.
This looks tough. Careful!
It's my turn.
Oh, good lord. A heat wave?
Let's go.
My turn!
Blue lullaby.
Here we go! Now's our chance!
An opening. Right.
Earth cleaver.
Now.
Gotcha! I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh crap.
Right.
Okay, okay.
Let's go.
Right!
My turn.
I can do this.
Alright. Heat wave again.
Take this! My turn!
Revival.
Thanks!
I can do this. Now.
I'll pick you up!
My turn. We should keep going. I've only just.
That was actually a really hard battle.
It's a treasure chest.
One more treasure.
Bring it on!
I can do this.
Is that a panda? So that's a panda. A surprisingly ferocious panda monster. Wields a piece of bamboo like a weapon and fights to fight off its enemies. Okay. It's a mother trucking panda. What's it
You
area?
have my thing.
Here we go.
Thanks.
My turn!
Of course.
Right.
Well-timed setup can
My turn.
change the world.
Right. Go.
I'll pick you up! My turn! Is everybody okay?
I did it.
Nice fast battle. This kind of makes you want to play on Turn Lico again. Specifically the third game.
Just how deep does this forest go?
We must be pretty far in now. I'd imagine we're almost there.
The enemies seem to be able to notice me from a mile
It's
away.
a treasure
lately.
chest.
That does not
Enemies
bode well.
ahead! We'll have
Go!
Oh, schnitzel.
Alright, let's do.
It's my turn.
You have my thing.
Thanks! My turn!
Blue lullaby.
My turn.
Radiant
Behold,
dawn.
my most powerful strike. Radiant blade dance!
Nice. Oh, overkill.
Here we go!
I can
It's
do
a
this.
lovely word ever been
I'll pick you
called.
up!
Here we go!
I can do this.
Oh, Scepter made it to a new level, and he got Frost Edge.
Great!
All right!
And we are at Heat Wave. Oh, okay, so the shining ones have more to them. Yeah, then I'll give Heat Wave to Elliot.
I welcome all.
My turn!
Right. Now.
I'll pick you up!
Right!
My turn! We'll cut our own.
One treasure chest left. It's a big one.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Well, that wasn't bad.
Oh, hey, there's an Orbman charging station.
We must be in the most remote reaches of the park.
Okay. I think we're coming up to the end of this area then. And a boss fight must be coming up. Let's hope. Hopefully you'll end the chapter on a boss fight. Like the prologue.
There they are.
Not bad for a night's work. And if those
Smugglers.
idiots don't withdraw that petition, we'll be able to make even more.
Don't get carried away now. We get a reward for all this anyway. We're making out just fine as it is.
And there's some voice actors that sound familiar.
Still, who were those guys? The provincial army seemed happy to go out of their way for them.
No idea. But then, I can never figure out what that man's thinking. None of our business either. We just need to be ready to abandon this place at a moment's notice.
You're not going anywhere.
What?
Shoot the wound.
Who's there?
Ah, you're those students from yesterday.
I know I locked the gate.
Don't tell me you broke in.
Indeed, we did.
It looks like the stolen goods are all here too.
We caught you red-handed.
Let's
got
take them out.
guns.
They're just kids. They should be no match for us.
And since we're all alone out here, ain't nobody gonna see a thing.
Hope you're ready for the beating of your lives.
I highly
Okay.
doubt we'll be the ones to endure a beating here today.
As long as we make good use of the Arcus's combat links.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance.
Here we go!
I welcome all challengers.
My turn!
Start with a blue lullaby.
Good night!
Here we go!
One down. Now I want to take these two out.
Go!
An opening!
Right.
You have my thanks.
Thanks!
Blessed Arrow helps
Right.
with building up Laura's CP.
Here we go!
You two. Oh,
Now's our
yeah.
chance!
Right.
Of course. You still have a lot of training to do.
Take that, you. I'm guessing smugglers now. I'm still guessing. Bandits? Eh.
This has got to be some kind of joke. They're kids!
How pitiful. That barely even qualifies as a warm-up.
Well, When you're used to Instructor Sarah's training exercises, warm-ups take on a whole new meaning.
That's very true.
Bottom line, we won. Fair and square. I'd suggest you surrender yourselves and apologize to everyone in the Grand Market for all the trouble.
And we'll be returning those stolen goods to their rightful owners, too.
We would also be very interested to learn who hired you.
You must be out of your damned minds if you really think you've won.
Yep. A cornered animal is the most dangerous.
Elliot?
What's wrong?
I don't know. I just thought I heard the sound of a flute.
A flute?
Huh?
What was that?
It sounded like the cry of an enormous beast.
What's happening? It's coming this way!
Okay, here's our boss battle. Fresh off the heels of the last battle. Raging Baboon. Grunjaw.
Help!
Grunjaw.
A giant baboon?
It's huge!
I believe we're dealing with the ruler of this forest. What would you suggest, Reen?
Well, they may be thieves, but we can't just leave them to die. We're going to have to fight it.
Understood.
All right.
Helios, help us!
A worthy adversary.
And it has one of those, two of those with it. What does it do? Defense
Of course.
up. Undo that. Right now.
Right!
Oh, it's stunned. Lullaby.
I get it.
Epiphany.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
I can do this.
Okay.
Arcus activate. Ha!
Okay. Ruler of Lunari Nature Park. It attacks those who enter its territory. Smashes all who oppose it to pieces. Oh crap.
Right.
My turn.
Please follow. Nope. Elliot.
Sorry, everyone.
Right. Let's go.
Elliot.
Huh?
Thanks.
Are
My
you
turn.
kidding me? There we go.
It's my turn.
That's it, arrows.
You
Thanks.
have my thanks.
Go.
Right. Hey!
Right. Arcus activate.
Heat wave.
My turn.
One more time.
Go.
An opening.
Sorry, everyone.
Huh?
There we
My
go.
turn.
It's time. Radiant Dance.
Behold, my most powerful strike.
And then merge it with greens.
Radiant blade dance.
One down.
Flames, gather on my blade! Strike!
Woo! It's my turn. Let's go.
Please revive Elliot.
Huh?
Thanks.
Go! Ha! Now's our chance!
An opening.
Teamwork.
It's my turn. Turn to flames. Burn!
Okay.
My turn.
Right, you need to be able to move.
Thanks.
Not good. Arcus activate!
He's good at being able to turn after himself.
Go! Ha!
You have.
Skip over that.
Right.
Okay.
Huh?
You have my things.
Yeah.
My turn.
Not good. Good night.
Go! All right,
Motivate.
let's do this!
I can do this. Huh?
There you go, Elliot.
Thanks.
This fight is tough.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Keep it up, everyone!
My turn.
Right. Arcus activate. Huh?
Back on your feet, Green. Oh, goodness.
Of course.
One
Thanks.
cover out.
I can do this.
You have my things.
Thanks! Right!
Do a lullaby again. He's asleep.
Here we go!
Get Green back
Go.
in line with everyone else.
Of
Ah.
course.
Beth Cleaver.
Right.
Fire.
Go!
Ah. Do a lullaby.
I can do this. Turn to flames.
Flame bird.
Burn!
My turn! There!
My turn.
This thing is rough. Come on. Damn it, let's hit all.
Not yet!
blinded. Come on.
My turn.
Stunned. Stunned's good. That's a crispy pizza.
Delicious.
Not yet. There! I'm sorry, everyone.
Driving powder.
Thanks!
It's my turn.
Alright, I got an idea.
You have my thanks. Of course. Behold, my most
Just gonna skip. Oh,
My turn!
that's really good.
Here we go.
Rehook that link.
Go!
An opening.
It's my turn.
Here we go! Now's our chance!
An opening.
This pushed forward.
Arcus activate!
I can do this. Arcus
Right.
activate.
Of course.
Armor breaker.
Shatter. Off guard.
Got it!
There we go. Now we're doing the big damage dealing.
Here we go!
And defeat it with a normal hit.
We'll cut our
GG,
own
first
path.
try.
I did it!
Nicely done.
Yeah, no, I feel that. That battle was actually
That was kind of
crazy.
terrifying.
I thought we were done for.
Still, at least we were able to defeat it. Reen, what was that skill you just performed?
Oh, it was something I've been working on for a while. This was the first chance I had to put it through its paces, though. I definitely feel like I'm getting the hang of it now.
That's pretty good for the first attempt.
I see.
You really are amazing, Reen.
Yeah, you're always there to help us when we need it most.
No, that's not true. There's really only so much I can do on my own. We wouldn't have been able to defeat that thing if we hadn't all been working together as a team. This was a victory for Group A as a whole.
There's the leader's speech.
Well said.
Indeed.
Unbelievable. What are these kids even doing here?
A field study, my good sir.
Bastard. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Who are you talking about?
What?
Uh-oh.
It seems we have some unwelcome guests.
There they are.
Hey, provincial army.
They're not alone.
This can't be well. They're corrupt AF.
There they are.
Don't try to resist.
Why are you surrounding us and not them?
Keep your mouth shut.
Don't think we're gonna go easy on you just because you're students.
Looks like all your hard work was for nothing, huh? Sucks to be you.
They're
Yeah.
not even trying to hide their involvement.
Utterly shameless.
You're jumping to an awful lot of conclusions. I see two groups of people in a collection of stolen goods, but no indication of which group was responsible.
You're gonna try to justify your actions to yourself, yeah?
Do you have any way to prove that the four of you aren't the perpetrators?
What?
Do you intend to frame us?
This is preposterous.
I'm just telling you that you need to mind your own business and learn your place. The Kreutzen province is the territory of Duke Alborea. And I will not have a gaggle of bratty students poking their noses where they don't belong. You will back down now, or we'll be more than happy to arrest you right here and drag you to Berea Hard City, kicking and screaming.
Wow, what an ass.
Damn.
This is ridiculous.
I'm afraid you'll be doing no such thing.
Who?
What?
What do we got?
Who's there? Oh,
Military people? With high-tech guns?
it's...
The Railway Military Police.
Railway Military Police?
Yeah, the RMP.
They're supposed to be the most elite unit in the whole of the Imperial Army.
Okay. Hello? New waifu?
The Icy Maiden.
Yes, yes, please. Okay.
Why has one of the Chancellor's dogs come here?
What is the meaning of this? This area is under the jurisdiction of the Kreutzen Provincial Army.
If they're truly the elites, they outrank you. You should be kissing some ass.
The Imperial Army has no right to intervene.
With all due respect, Keldic is a major interchange station in our railway network. So in point of fact, we have every right to investigate any incidents that occur in this general vicinity, as I'm sure you well know.
Ooh.
And in accordance with our investigation thus far, after having questioned all those connected to the incident, we have concluded that it is impossible for any of these students to be guilty of these crimes. Do you wish to
Ooh.
contest this judgment?
That's what you get for using your authority and not planting evidence. And we don't do crime, but still, if you're gonna do a crime, you should be prepared for internal investigation, should it be possible to occur.
I suppose not.
Well then, may I suggest you leave us to do our jobs? The RMP will take responsibility for returning all of the stolen goods to their rightful owners as well.
Huh. Screw you
Men,
guys.
withdraw! We're returning to Keldic.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
You've got to be kidding me!
We had a deal.
Oh, the bandits gonna double cross them, aren't they?
Take them into custody.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why they're not doing anything about these soldiers. The bandits are going to put the evidence against them.
Oh, crap.
Duke Albrecht's gonna have a lot of crap hit his hands when this goes down.
We're totally boned.
There's no point in resisting.
Yuri Lowenfeld?
You're coming with us.
Damned Ironblood dog.
May I know your name, please, now?
She's really pretty.
Yes!
Is she really part of the RMP?
Thank you all very much for your assistance.
Who is doing her voice? Because I just like how it sounds. Claire Revelt?
My name is Captain Claire Revelt of the Railway Military Police. We're a division of the Imperial Army.
Wow, I got that right the first time around, and I was really unsure if it would be Revelt. Claire Revelt.
And you are the visiting students from Thor's Military Academy, are you not?
You're very cute.
I'll need to file a report about what happened here. So would the four of you mind accompanying me?
As long as you want. I'm sorry, where am I? All my blood just left me for a second. Where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? Am I streaming? I kid. And that's what happens with a competent military authority versus an incompetent one. Looks like this chapter's wrapping up. If it does, that'll be the stream, and it will be perfect, because it's just over 2 hours. At one point, I thought we'd have to call a break, just because I wanted to get it done this stream. Oh, right. Talking. I forgot the no voice. Thanks to you, the stolen goods have been recovered, and those responsible have been found and arrested. I can't possibly express my gratitude. I'm just glad we were able to help. Besides, it was only besides, it was only thanks to the RMP's involvement we were able to catch the criminals in the end. The culprits in the end. How am I... lean up a bit. It was... no need to be modest. All we did was physically arrest the criminals. The rest was entirely on you. If it not been your... If not for your assistance in stopping the criminals from escaping, we would have missed our chance to intervene altogether. I believe the credit for this achievement is yours, and yours alone. This kind of attention is... all this attention is kind of embarrassing. Still, I suppose it would be rude not to accept your thanks. Indeed, you should be very proud of what you've accomplished here. So, can we leave everything in your capable hands from here on out, Captain? Of course. I intend to leave a number of our soldiers here for the time being. Rest assured, we'll take care of any further problems that might arise. We're greatly obliged. And there comes trying for no reason. Still, while your personal loyalties may differ, both the RMP and the Provisional Army are made of Ebonian soldiers. So I appreciate if you tried not to stand out too much. Your presence may create some anxiety for the locals. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Thank you for your cooperation with our report. I'm sorry to take up so much of your time. No, it was fine. I hope we see more of you. No, not at all. We appreciate you coming to our aid like that. There's no need to thank me, really. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I regret having stepped in at all. Overcoming such impossible situations was probably part of your field study too. To build character, perhaps. What?
Yeah, I may be good, but I'm not that good.
Gee, we were heading back to the school by this train. You're telling me Instructor Sarah just got here.
Oh!
Also, suddenly voice.
Instructor?
I was wondering when you'd show up.
You expected this? We were leaving
It's been
today.
a while, Sarah.
That it has. 6 months, give or take? Honestly, I had no idea you RMP folks were gonna get involved with this. I suppose you had everything that was happening here figured out all along.
You overestimate my abilities. I did receive a report that suggested there might be trouble here, but that's it.
They really have some really good voice actors, even though when you look up some of them, it seems like this was their only, playing these characters was their only roles. And of course, there are the big names, too. But, yeah, everyone's just well voiced here.
Oh, from your brother, I take it. Nothing gets past you lot.
We're just trying to make sure we're prepared to deal with any problems that might arise. But I'm sorry to say I don't have any more time to catch up with you right now. I really need to be taking my leave.
Okay.
I wish all the best to you and the rest of Class 7.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay, another character to the list of I want to see them in the future. Was she really part of the military? She didn't seem like it. Didn't seem like it. Her movements and actions, however, were those of a skilled officer. Highly skilled. Yeah, and the rest of the railway military police seem well trained too. You know her, Instructor? You could say that. Anyway, it looks like you've managed to finish up all the tasks I laid out for you. So I think it's about time we take our leave of this place too. Understood. Do take care, everyone, and give my regards to Principal Van Dyke. And if you're ever in the area again, please do come to the market and say hi. You'll be more than welcome. We will. Thank you for everything. Oh. Everything's tied up with a nice, neat little bow. Ugh. Sorry, I'm suddenly tired. I think my brain knows we're coming up to the end. I'm gonna have a drink of my water.
She's asleep again.
You don't think she's faking it, do you?
No. Judging by her breathing, I believe she really is asleep.
Well, it sounds like Group B turned out to be a complete disaster.
Probably.
If she had to deal with them, then come back here on the same day, I'll bet she's totally spent.
Yeah, good point. Anyone would be exhausted trying to sort that out.
So I guess you were never actually going to directly see what happened to Group B. That's more of a what's the trope? The noodle incident, as the TV tropes puts it. Whatever happened over there is mostly implied.
It's hard to imagine her actually working hard, though, considering her usual attitude.
It does seem as though she's genuinely looking out for us, however.
So, this is how our first field study trip comes to an end, huh?
Fighting a giant baboon and then getting bailed out by the RMP because of corrupt officers.
I think I might have an idea now as to why we're here, though.
I had the same thought. Testing the Arcus is clearly a big reason for coming here, but it's not the only reason. I think it has more to do with making sure we see everything that's going on with our own eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Learning more about places in Erebonia we've only read about in books. And getting to see the issues occurring in those regions firsthand, just like in Keldic.
Basically getting used to what a military life could be too. You go to places, you do what you can for them, and then you move on. Unless you're part of a occupying or peacekeeping force.
Indeed. And just as we thought and acted swiftly in the face of crisis this time, so too may we be called upon to do so again. These field studies may aim to test and cultivate those skills in preparation for our futures.
Exactly. Add to that good judgment, decisiveness, and general conduct. And I'd say we have a pretty clear picture as to why we're out in the field. Basically, we're training everywhere we go.
Yep.
Well, you're about half right.
And she's awake. Everyone hit the floor.
Instructor.
I was so certain you were sound asleep.
That expression of Laura is just great with the way that line was delivered.
What can I say? I can nod off and back on again in the blink of an eye. It's what I do.
That implies either you are lying or you have some sort of problem with oversleeping and possibly danger.
As you rightly noted, having first-hand knowledge of the areas to which you might be deployed is of tremendous importance, as is the ability to make swift, accurate judgments and solve problems with or without orders. Developing all these skills to their fullest is definitely a major part of why you're undertaking these field studies.
Just as I thought.
Yeah.
It's an interesting approach, but honestly, I've never heard of any other military academy trying it.
You say we're only half right, however. Which begs the question, what's the rest of the story?
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking about what we did during our field study and why we were doing it. The whole concept seems eerily similar to the MO of bracers.
If I remember, bracers and their guild were a focus of the first set of Trails in the Sky.
Now that you mention it...
The Bracer Guild prides itself on protecting civilians over all else, so it seems an unusual source of inspiration for a military academy. But the tasks we were given in Keldic do seem to align themselves quite well with the Bracer's basic philosophy.
Yeah, I guess so. Their emblem depicts a supporting gauntlet, and that's pretty much exactly what we've been for these people.
The thing I know about this game is that it ties into, and especially Cold Steel, it ties into the rest of the series, because I believe the 4th game that's out has every protagonist we've experienced for each of the previous games. Which, yeah. I don't know if we'll play some of the previous games before we hit the final game.
Bracers still have branches all over the continent, but you hardly ever see them in Erebonia anymore.
Well, you got me. Which means...
The voice actress is having way too much fun.
How are we ever supposed to take her seriously when she says things like that, then conspicuously falls asleep?
Well, whether or not we did in fact get her, it still seems like bracers are somehow related to our activities here.
Not that Instructor Sarah is likely to come clean about our involvement anytime soon. I suppose until she does, all we can do is prepare ourselves in body and mind for our next field study.
Yeah.
Is there something else bothering you?
Oh, no. It's just, well, we've been in the same class for a month now. And this whole time I've been kind of keeping you in the dark.
What do you mean?
What's going on?
You aren't referring to the issue regarding your swordsmanship, I take it?
No, it's not that. It's something I've been hiding from you all this time. Regarding my social class.
Oh.
What?
Are you saying your family...
Yeah, I dodged the question when Machias asked. But technically, I come from a family of nobles.
Adoption? Because you said blood earlier. That was how you avoided the question. Oh, crap. My keyboard had been sliding out over my, it almost slid off where it was. I wasn't paying attention.
My hometown is Ymir, in the northern mountains. I'm the son of its ruler, Baron Schwarzer.
You're from Ymir?
No one guessed from your last name, which is Schwarzer?
Schwarzer. Now that you mention it, I have heard the name before. An honorable family, closely tied with the imperial family themselves, despite being headed by a mere baron.
I never would have imagined you might be the son of a noble too.
I wouldn't have expected you to. I don't act like one. My dad and mom are both quite easygoing individuals. They don't behave like your typical nobles at all. And technically, since I was adopted, I don't have any actual noble blood running through me. I'm upper class in name only.
So, you...
Sounds like you've got your own issues to deal with, just like the rest of us, huh?
I don't think of it as a big deal, and I don't want you to think of it as one either. I just didn't want to keep it a secret any longer.
That's respectable.
After everything we've been through these past few days, I owe you guys that much. I mean, you're all going to be a major part of my life from here on out. It's only fair to share as much as I can with you, right?
Aww.
I don't know what to say.
The family you choose, and he's choosing to let them be family if they want to be.
You consider us to be major parts of your life?
Honestly, has anyone ever told you that you can be way too serious sometimes? Just be sure you reveal your true identity to the others when we get back, too.
Oh, I intend to.
Youth.
The voice actress who does Instructor Sarah is just so good. There's just so much enjoyment on her end.
Still, even discounting the strangely perfect timing of the railway military police, that ruler of the forest they ran into in the nature park. Seems to be a harbinger of something big happening behind the scenes.
I'm guessing that's going to be a chapter after this, right? Ooh. What do we got? Come on, show me what you got. Oh. I'm sorry, what?
I must admit, I wasn't expecting the Icy Maiden to show up when she did.
I'm sorry. Is that a Henshin Ranger?
We may need to adjust our plans to compensate for this interference.
That won't be necessary. This was not a significant setback. If anything, it provided an unexpected bonus.
Seriously, that dude looks like he's one part Power Ranger villain to Power Ranger and Kamen Rider and all those the original versions.
Giving us a valuable glimpse into the means through which the RMP and Intelligence Division coordinate their efforts. With both organizations posing sizable threats to our operation, that information alone makes this all worthwhile.
A valid point. Should we proceed as planned, then?
Of course.
Wonder what your story's gonna be.
The tyrant must yet face the merciless hammer of judgment.
Yes. May his lofty ambitions be crushed to dust and swept away.
Well, I'm guessing we've seen what the overarching plot's going to be. For a glimpse. Chapter 1, Unconventional Studies. End.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Okay.
Drinks are on me someday.
Drinks are on me someday.
Perfect! You guys are the best!
Woo! Bonds have increased. Assuming we trade 2. Finishing blow. Okay. Whoop. Well, I think on that we end. A 2 hours. Wait, let me readjust. For sitting in a very odd position just to be comfortable, but also to be able to see over the mic. Yeah, I think that's it tonight. Let me just. Where the heck did I put my mouse? As you guys know, I play with a controller when I play these games, so I put things in spots that I probably should not, and now they're gone. Be back in a second. I may be back in more than a second. Whoop. Whoop, something's triggering in the mouse. I found the mouse. Okay. Let's wait for that to load it. There we go. Now let me just do a quick check. Because, I want to see if anyone's on today. Keg's still going with Bloodborne. So we're going to do a raid to Keg tonight. I'm going to try to keep on top of raiding. Oop. Sorry if you heard anything. I accidentally pulled out the mic. So we're going to, I'm going to try to keep raiding, doing things like raid. We're going to hit up Keg. You know what, I'm going to bring up his stream on my other screen, so I can keep an eye. And ads. And it's an Endwalker ad. Oh, Endwalker. We'll wait a second. We'll wait for the ad to pass. But again, if you haven't, follow Keg. He's a nice guy. Well, he's a good bloke. He plays a lot of games. You want more longer content? I suggest following him. Alright, it's up. Let's raid all of me. Later, guys.